Willkommen guys to my channel and the video that you're watching now, which you probably already know what it's about since you read the video title and the video thumbnail, so I definitely can't clickbait you guys now. I gotta show you what I promised, so here we go. Today I will tell you guys the best businesses, probably the top 5 best businesses, and I say probably because I still haven't captured the footage at the moment of the audio recording. So as I was saying, I will feature in this video the top 5 best businesses that are the most efficient for those that are just starting out GTA Online. So if you just bought GTA 5 7 years after its release, I'm one of the few channels that helps little people like you out. So subscribe if you want more tutorials and helpful videos from a GTA veteran like me. And if you don't think I'm a veteran, then I can tell you many reasons why you should believe me, such as the fact that I'm nearly at level 190, I got all of the businesses in the game except 2 motorcycle ones and the CEO crate, but I've got all the rest, and I've played this game even on the PS3 before the next gen came out. So if you still think I'm not a veteran, look at yourself and think what I would think of you if I saw you in real life. Before I begin with this video, consider giving this video a like, comment, and share if you so wish, and subscribe for a free shoutout in the beginning of my next video. So with everything out of the way, let's get into it. Starting off with the worst business in this video, but still it's a good business to make money with, else it wouldn't have made it into the video. And that business is the nightclub. Starting off with the acquisition price, the nightclub isn't a cheap business, and if you upgrade it with more upgrades, it's gonna be even more costly, so it's definitely not a cheap business for those starting out. But also one of the downsides to the nightclub is that for it to give you tons of money, you need to have 5 technicians working at the same time, and to employ 5 technicians you need to have at least 5 businesses, so that's one of its major downsides. It's the money, the acquisition price for the nightclub, which with upgrades can get over 2 million bucks, and then another one of its downsides is the fact that you need to have owned a lot of businesses to make money with the nightclub. But if you have all of the 5 businesses, all of your 5 technicians will be working constantly, and in less than 24 hours you'll have a fully maxed out full stock of a nightclub, and when you sell that, it sells for over 1.5 million. And if you sell it in a max very populated lobby, you're gonna get a huge bonus in dollars. So definitely the nightclub does give you lots of money if you have all the businesses owned, or a lot of them at least. Next up is the bunker. The bunker is the business that was released along with the gun running DLC. It was the main specialty, and the bunker is pretty much another business that you can own in GTA Online. And just like the nightclub, it also has upgrades, so that's gonna bump the price up to an even more costly price. For the bunker, you've got 3 different upgrades. You can upgrade the staff, the equipment, or the security. The security is pretty self-explanatory, also works exactly the same way as the security in the nightclub or any of the other businesses in the game. Basically, the security reduces the likelihood of your business getting raided. And then the equipment and staff upgrade pretty much work in conjunction to make your product have a better quality so that it sells for even more money. All of the bunkers are located outside of the Los Santos, the city of Los Santos. So if you want to make the most amount of money, you're going to have to sell your product to the city of Los Santos. If you sell it to Blaine County, you're not going to be making as much money. It's going to be less of a drive because the drop up is going to be closer to your bunker, but you're not going to get as much money. So make sure you sell your product always to the city. And the reason why I rank this above, so better than a nightclub, is firstly because you don't need to have at least 5 businesses owned for you to make lots of money. You just need the bunker, and it's best to have all of the upgrades bought so that you make even more money. The reason I rank the bunker above the nightclub is because firstly, the bunker doesn't require you to have any businesses owned. So you could just own the bunker and be making millions either way, so that's a big plus, especially for those that don't have as much money and don't really own any other businesses. Also, the bunker sells for $1,050,000 with a full stock and fully upgraded staff and equipment. So just by making 3 sales, more or less, you'll have made a profit with the bunker. Talking about the bunker sell missions, they obviously have to be done with the help of at least another person if you're selling a large stock. If you sell a large stock, you can either get the 4 insurgents, which can vary from the machine gun ones to the normal ones. The worst mission you can get with the sell missions for the bunker is the buggy one, where you get 4 buggies that have to be delivered to 5 different locations in under 15 minutes. I've personally never been able to complete this sell mission successfully since I usually sell with just another friend. However, the best mission for the bunker is the Phantom Wedge mission. You're given 2 Phantom Wedge trucks that have one of the best rams, so you can pretty much push or shove anybody out of your way. So if you were to be pursued by an Oppressor Mark II and you were nearly to the drop-off, you can stop worrying about crashing into NPCs because it's got an excellent ram. The only plus the nightclub has over the bunker is that the nightclub will have better sell missions than any other business in this list. I'll just let you all know that. But businesses are more than just sell missions, so let's move on. Next up is the cocaine lockup. This is the first but not last business that belongs to the motorcycle club. The cocaine lockup basically consists of producing and selling coke, but not for your consumption, but instead for white American citizen consumption, or any race really. It's the MC Club business that sells for the most, but it's also got the largest stock, so it'll take longer for it to fill up. I recommend buying the cocaine lockup over at the Alamo Sea, because that's the cheapest and the best businesses don't necessarily have the best location. You want to sell your product in the city because that's where you have the most protection, not at Blaine County. So buy all of the businesses out in the countryside. The MC businesses, however, have some horrible sell missions, the worst being the post-op vans, where you're given 3 of them and have to make 5 drops. And the vans were manufactured by small teenagers 10 years ago, so they're horrible to drive around. The best mission you can get is the buzzard one, where you're given 3 buzzards and have to make 5 drops, but at least the buzzard is fast and agile. Second up is the wheat farm. The wheat farm is another MC Club business, but compared to the cocaine lockup, the wheat farm doesn't take as much to fill up completely, so it sells for less amount, but it takes a lot less time and effort and money to fill up if you were to buy the supplies, which I do. One great thing about the wheat farm in the countryside is that it's got the freeway right next to it, so once you start the mission you can get going quickly because the freeway is literally right next to you. Selling to the city sells for over 200k. Now that I think about it, I think the whole list is wrong, so let's just get this video over with, and here's the best business that I think none of you can deny or argument against, and that's the import-export CEO car business. It's the best business because sourcing the cars is free and selling them is free, plus you get tons of money. It's a great business too because there's this method that if you store 10 standard and 10 mid-range cars, you only source top-range cars. Top-range cars sell for 100k, but the customization cost is 20k, so you'll be making an $80,000 profit. My main purpose for the import-export business is for covering up the cost of buying supplies for my other businesses. If buying a full batch of supplies costs 75 grand and selling a top-range car gives you 80 grand, I fully covered up the cost of the supplies plus a $5,000 profit, which usually also takes care of some of my fees and taxes, which I might make a separate video on since every day they just seem to relentlessly go up, and yet we can't vote for a new mayor of Los Santos in GTA, so this is just a scam. Anyways, this was the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and share if you so wish, and subscribe for a free shoutout in the beginning of my next video. And I'll see you guys wrecking some noobs. Let me know if you wreck a noob with an embarrassing KDR or some funny stuff. Alright, see ya boys and girls and neutral gender and whatever.